I know what you're thinking. Why is there a video of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson dancing? But no, you're missing the point, because LDPlayer is an incredible emulator to play mobile games on PC. If you're an Epic 7 fan, you can now be a fan for it on PC. LDPlayer boasts smooth gameplay and stable connection for AFK farming, or what I like to call the Wyvern Simulator. LDPlayer also have multi-instances for you to play as your alt's Wyvern Simulator. Download LDPlayer. Link in the description. Hello Internet! And today we have got Kawazu! No, what I meant to say, we got run. We got ran over by a truck. Trust me, that is not the last time I'll make a joke like that. Today we have Ron, and I'm very excited. Not sexually, but the steam that comes out of his clothes are kind of making me excited. 305 speed Ron, and honestly though, I keep saying Ron as Ram, which is Rem, but green. Oh, this is confusing. This is gonna get way too confusing. But 80 crit chance will be pairing him with Sidon though. I doubt I'll ever, you know, I will pair him with some other book holder, but I would say in like an arena setting or a guild war setting, I'll likely pair him with like a Sidon always. And let's just start with like a simple team. Let's just start with a random team. This team has no threats to Ron at all. It's a pretty free team as long as I outspeed. And the first thing we'll showcase about Ron is how he's gonna run over the enemy. I won't stop. So you know, with the book holder, we have Sovereign on Ron. So we strip both of their buffs, ignore ER, and we land decrease defense. After that, we're not going to do S3 with flat. We're gonna just do S2 in the Obsec. Why Obsec? I can replace Obsec with any AoE nuker. But we have Obsec here because waifu energy. So let's go. This should be pretty sick. It should be almost seamless. Now this guy's being cheeky. They got a Bastion of her Lucia. If you have just F10A that strips one buff, you would have been cucked by this landing, but not in the case of Ron. We're about to run them over. And there we go, we still crit as well, and damage wise it's not even that bad. What the fuck? I can ignore ER, but I can still miss. Alright, that's one thing that I have to keep in mind. I'll absolutely forget because I can't see how she's ice. I don't see it. Well, I guess Obsec's just perfect here. Get wrecked. So the first counter to Ron, not like a counter, it's like one of the things that could cut Ron would be a Landy on Guiding Light. That's the first thing, because we can miss the Landy. That means we're not gonna strip the Landy. That means she could cuck us. This is the first thing, okay? Good to know, good to know. But now, carnage, pain, and absolute bloodshed shall befall all of you. I'm speaking like Straze lately, I don't know why. And there we go. Destroyed. Yo, look at how much Sidon did. Look at her smile and look at that big 0. So that's the first team. You know, this team is like pretty much neutral. There's not much against Ron. So we'll try to run into something that could cuck Ron. The popular anti-cleave unit, Poultice, and a popular furry. Ron will go first. We'll do a non-attack skill. Let's just see how much this Poultice would cut. We do have a Poultice of our own, and yep, that F10A has no shot. She has no chance to outspeed this guy. And then there's the RV, but I believe if I can defense break him, Pavel can easily tap him once and once again with the S3 after soul burning. So I can actually bring two mages with Tagahels as well. This is way better than putting ML Haste here, but there is still some risk like DB or something. But we do have like the thing. What's the thing? The thing that the better oath key, the symbol of unity. Yes, we do have symbol of unity, so. Well, anyways, I forgot to use this skill actually on the first turn, so we'll just do this. And Astral Guide does not strip. It actually decrease. It does strip. Does it strip? Wait, it does? I'll check it later. Let's just assume it does not. I swear she doesn't strip. Does she strip? I thought she only decreases buff duration. But anyway, with Sober, that means everyone ignore ER defense break here. And with Pavel, 283. We're gonna cleave them at 283. Here we go. Oh yeah. And yep, the whole team dies. There's not much chance for you to survive unless. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait a minute. Rob, survive, Rob. Survive. Oh, you stunned me, bro. Wait, can I outspeed them twice? No. Never mind. We'll get out. We'll get out of here. Okay. All right. You know what? All right, Pavel. Get your buttock out of here. Alright, we'll try something like this. But anyways, let's try this again. And I'm also hoping for an RNL proc just to see the full combo I have in my head. But anyways, let's just go with this. This we go, and it's always a chance. Whenever I do S2, S3, there's always 2 chances total for me to actually do. Yep, for me to proc the RNL. Right now, I gain an extra turn. This extra turn is probably from the skill and not RNL. That means after this turn, I'll gain another turn. And that's when I get to do S1, which penetrates defense by 20% onto enemy that's probably pretty, you know, they're not gonna look good. There we go. We'll hit Tenebria just to see the damage. This is the whole synergy with his kit, right? You do S2, S3, you have 2 chances to probably RNL, and if you do, you get to just literally do this. I didn't mullah it. Let's just put that out the way. I did not mullah it. So yeah, you probably don't get to see a lot of damage there. And honestly though, at 305 speed, my attack stat is very, very low. But yeah, regardless of it, we can still see how it will work if I, you know, fully mullah it. And maybe if you have better gear than me again, you could potentially in the first turn just literally do 10k damage off the bat. So that would usually set things up perfectly for a cleave to like clean things up later on. At least for that one unit that you hit with Ron. I don't know why, but this list just looks really perfect for a Ron test. Because now we're gonna bring him against one of the most broken unit in the game that cucks anything. Now Politics would cuck AOL, kind of, you know, she'll cuck her in the first turn. And not just that, she'll cuck the CR push as well, and you will have F10A doing some really lethal debuffs, and Politics' debuffs is also pretty lethal as well. But Ron will not be able to do much debuff though. So that is one drawback, but I think it's worth a shot just to see what are the options if I have to, you know, face up against an AOL. Except banning them, because I can't keep banning a lolly. It just doesn't work, okay? Alright, we go with that, and now we sober. This would, you know, ignore yard, so no shot for anyone if you didn't really resist everything. And there we go. We did not proc the thing this time. We did not proc the RNL, but it's okay. We still have the thing. But what the hell? Never mind. Angelica still found a way to cut me. Oh god. Like, oh god. Alright, whatever. We can still just do that. I kind of had to sober Politics. That was kind of my mistake. Kind of have to just keep on going. There we go. That's a tank Straze. I'm looking at a tank Straze. Man, I'm lost for words. Alright, everyone's got Reader to provoke at least. So this would do a bajillion amount of damage. Well, not a bajillion. It's more like just 1 zillion. It's not even zillion. It's like 1. Alright. Now we got Ron. You could still randomly proc some RNLs, which is always welcome, but it never happens somehow. And finally, let's do that. But yeah, against AOL, let's just say, it still doesn't work. Now this team is meant to be the Omega last team.
You don't want to be like this. This is disgusting. This is awful in every way. If I could kill it, I would. But I legally can't.
Switch off F10A for Billion? Then no. You're just not gonna run it. There's no way. Run it! You're not gonna run it. We can try and let's say, you know, let's say we misdrafted and we are forced into this position. If she gets 24 CR right now, she'll get to 100. So no, I can't do shit. Here's the thing though, I know this is a test, so I'm meant to just do the S3, but usually if you're in a predicament like this, I guess you don't want to S3. So let's just say I'll just do one S2 into an S1, and let's just see what happens with that. Alright, this is what we'll do. We'll do S1 on the RB, we'll just, you know, touch him. And now we'll do S2, this should kill the RB. And as I kill the RB, Angel Light would do her AoE dumbass thing. After she triggers her passive and gives the whole team skill now, that's when RB would come back, you know, after the skill now is applied. So I can nuke him again after he's back. So let's try it out. It should work. There we go. And Politics goes again. This would push Sedum up as well. So I don't really know how the first Angel Light actually outsped me. But anyways, this works absolutely well. We can deal with RB this way. Destroyed. And we did take the turn. This is looking like an absolute victory for me. I suppose I'll kill you off first. There we go. And now I'll just soul burn everything onto a violet and yeah, do that. And now we win. But honestly though, you should not just bring Ron against Angel Lights anyway. So yeah, in arena you can't avoid that, but in RTA you should. You should just pre-ban this Angel of Light if you are trying to cleave, maybe. Now, FCC is one of those anti-cleave units that really does destroy cleaves that utilizes debuffs. Because usually, if you need defense break in your cleave, you need to strip their immunity and then apply the defense break. If you want to strip the immunity, you would usually have to strip the barrier too. And before, there's a lot of units that can strip one buff but not the other. And right now, with Ron, we can strip 2 buffs and ignore ER as well. It's crazy. Politics will have some AoEs, and then Sidon would have a nuke, so we should win this with rather easily. I need to farm Liver now. I so want to cleave now. I want to cleave everything now. Alright, now, again, it's a great showcase of speed. Ron against Cerise, no chance. Even though this Cerise is about 290 probably, considering she outsped Pavel there. But anyways, this is still kind of possibly bad. We'll do this, and we'll soul burn and get rid of their buffs. The buff stripping is 100%, but not the defense break. So yeah, some defense break might get resisted or just not proc. But yeah, good thing is, usually if we just do one AoE, and no matter how quick a Cerise is, if you take the first turn with Ron and you get to AoE, you usually get the turn with Sidon, so it's perfect here. And Sidon would provide a nuke like this. And we did hit the Landy too, so carnage and pain awaits. Now, Storm Bullet. Everyone's defense broken. This is basically a cleave that ends the fight. Ron with 305, and then Pavel as a nuker, but he's still at 283. So that's the entire idea of this cleave. It hurts. I mean, it hurts. Wow. I don't know how the stigma actually works. Because, you know, usually the stigma I know, you know, it decreases CR gain and also health recovered. But that's after it's on the enemy. So it doesn't stop, you know, stuff like AOL, which could cleanse, or stuff like just G Purgus that could push the entire team up forward once and then cut you with just that one push. But I suppose it's absolutely useful though. It's a lot useful than anything else. And there we go. That felt good. I would say the most compelling part about Ron is not his sexy body and chat look, it's about his speed. Cerise has 122 speed, so usually you would see 200 speed Cerise. So if you have your Cerise gear placed on like Ron, you'll probably see yourself with like 205 speed, like mine. If you have 205 speed, you will likely outspeed 90% of Cerises in the entire world. So, but yeah, that was Ron. Damage wise, I only have +3, so at +7, maybe you could expect 8 to 10k damage on S1 on a defense broken target with no attack buff on himself as well. Actually, now that I think about it, Iron Nail might not be the best thing on him. Maybe something like Symbol of Unity would be the best thing on him, or Oath Key, or Manica of Control, just to get that hit chance up. But there's more testing to be done, and damage wise on S3, it's not something you would bank on to really nuke anything, but you know, the stigma and decreased defense, that's the main big thing, right? But yeah, utility wise, it's insane. Like for cleaves, it's an absolute pickup. He's an absolute must for cleaves. If you get him, it's so easy to make a cleave team happen. It's so easy. But anyways, that is all today. Leave a like, enjoy, subscribe to our channel. I'll be testing more about Ron in the near future, I guess. But yeah, take care.